impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. To throw is Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers again now.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers have moved out in front.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Crosby on now to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
I'm ready.
Mixon with a 1st down carry.
91 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision?
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about it right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now they send the tight end in motion left. In motion right is the tight end. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Mixon. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. 11. They'll run with Mixon, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers.
Quick slant complete to Melton.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers now to throw.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Dancing to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back in his own 3-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
11 MT, take. 12. 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Here we go. 12, 11. 11 Thomas. 12.
Make some good plays today. Big play. Come on.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On 1, ready? 11 mighty. 11 MT. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
1-1, ready?
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And some room to work. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now it's Burrow. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first.
When this drive is over.
At 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
11, Thomas. 11.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Rodgers now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On first down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
On 1, ready?
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down.
That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll try and run with Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. We've played 3 quarters. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
11.
Now it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 10 yards out. And the Bengals put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead.
But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead. And of course, on the two-point try, had the option to pass it, there it works.
So pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a third interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Here we go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I thought he had that one, and that was give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Rodgers gotta have this one. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed the convert on 4th and long.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. On play action, Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're good training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
On play action, now Rodgers. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space. Let them do what they do.
flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mixon will try the right side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
151 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.